Good evening. I'd like to call this meeting for the city of San Juan at 6 p.m. May we rise for invocation? Mr. Juan, can you lead us, sir? I, for a pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Under public comments, we have Graciel. Pásale, ma'am.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
I'm Graciela Curiel and I reside in 308 Sylvia Circle in San Juan. And I'm here to present two issues, which I would first and foremost would like to give you pictures of the two different incidents. So I live in a circle. I've been there 35 years. It's been an issue since day one. I took it to the chief of police about 15 years ago, and his answer was that he was not going to convert the city of San Juan in a speed bump city. That was disappointing and embarrassing to have such a chief, not caring for his community.
What was your address?
308 Sylvia Circle
Thank you, ma'am.
in San Juan, this city. Like I said earlier, I've been living there 34 years, 35 years. I love the city of San Juan. I'm good with it, except for the fact that I had no knowledge that the circle that I bought was going to cause all kinds of incidents. That I know of personally, I've seen 5 of them, and they've been bad. And all of them have run, hit and run. As you can see in this picture that I gave you, this particular car went and landed on my front yard. Had it not been for the wisdom of God and the palm trees that we planted there, which have grown there for the last 16 years, that car would have hit my house and probably would have ended up at the backyard of my house. And who knows, I might not even be here speaking to you. I would have been dead gone through this incident. So, there's 2 pictures of this vehicle driving into our yard. I have a granddaughter and I have a foster child. You know, I'm ready to go to heaven. I'm good with that. But are they? I don't think so. So that's the one incident. Here goes the next incident that I have been putting up with for 3 decades almost now. I have this.
Yeah, it's this.
I have this. Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry. This is the other incident. 34 years I've been doing that. 3 decades and a half almost. Putting up with 30 dogs of the neighbor, which bark and bark like a whole symphony. Goodness sake, for real? I'm tired of that. I need you guys' help. I really do. So will I have that? Is that a possibility? Would that be worked out?
We'll look into that, ma'am.
Yes?
For sure.
We need for it to be resolved.
Yes.
Has
I highly-
anybody,
I'm
in
sorry?
reference, I'm sorry, go ahead. I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
I highly, when I spoke to that chief that one time, I highly asked for speed bumps, and like I said, his response was, he was not going to convert the city of San Juan in a speed bump city. I told him, yeah, well, it's not your children playing in the yard, and it's not your effort purchasing a property and building a house, so they can kill us, right, and they can run over the house, because it's not your place, and it didn't cost you. Very disappointing. And so I got up and left, because there was no use for me to continue there talking to him. He had already given me his answer. So you had a question, sir?
Yes, ma'am. And for the record, you mentioned you spoke to the 15 years ago.
Yes.
Not recent, 15.
Right.
Okay. My next question to you is, has anybody explained to you as far as the process, how to get some speed bumps in your subdivision?
The police officer that picked the car incident about 2 weeks ago,
Okay.
I spoke to him about the situation and the fact that I had gone to the chief, and I said, I'm sorry to say, but for the most part, PD waits until someone gets killed, and then they wake up to doing something about it. He got upset with that comment. And he told me, ma'am, you're talking to the wrong person. You need to go to city council and present your cases there. And I said, how sad that the chief of police could not say that and advise me that and recommend me that. And here I sit, like you asked, for 15 years, waiting for this to be resolved. Really?
So my question to you is that you did not get the answer in reference to how to go about putting speed bumps in your subdivision. Okay, let me tell you, there's a process.
Okay.
So by tomorrow, did you leave your phone number here? Yes. We'll call you. We got to pick up a petition in your neighborhood.
I have to pick them up?
Well, we're going to go around the surrounding neighborhood and see if it's okay for us to go out there and put speed bumps, okay? We just want to inform the citizens in your area that you did come over here. There is an issue, obviously, you know.
Evidently, right there.
Yes. The city tomorrow can give you a call, and we'll kind of walk you through the process and let you know how we're going to go about.
If I have to pick up signatures, I'm good with that. I don't have an issue with that.
Okay, good. I just want to let you know, because there is a process, you know. But those are good concerns that you're bringing up now in reference to the animals, the dogs.
Oh, God.
30 dogs, I mean.
Like a good 30. Which, by the way, last Friday, one of them got bit the next door neighbor across the street.
Okay.
And there was a police report as well, and there was an ambulance and a police officer there, so there's records of it. So insanity, so insane to live that way. I have put up with it long enough. I want no more dogs there.
Now,
Maybe one for her sake and her needs, but 30 of them, really? No.
this is your next door neighbor?
Yes.
Right next to your house?
Right next. If you're parked in front of my house, you still at that.
Okay, perfect, okay. We'll address that issue as well, okay, ma'am?
Thank you so much. Is there a number where I can follow it, or I will hear from you?
You will hear from us tomorrow.
Okay.
If I may, real quick, just listening in on this, like, I understand and what you addressed being 15 years ago, we do understand and we have nothing to do with that. We are hearing you now, or each time, I'm sure these commissioners and they're hearing you for the first time. So, we have a new commission, a new way of thinking, anybody, we try to help out our citizens. So anything you need, rightfully so, you address it to us, and rest assured that we'll look into it and do everything possible to remedy it. We're not gonna sit here and just tell you that. We're gonna get to the bottom of it and see which way we can remedy your concerns.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes, ma'am.
I can be
Thank you,
dismissed?
ma'am. You're excused, ma'am. Thank you so much. Anybody else, Ms. Diana? No, we're good? Okay, go ahead, Mr. Ronaldo.
Yes, Mayor, Commissioners, good evening, staff, committee members. The first item on the agenda, we have presentations. Tonight, we have presentation on departmental reports, which is Department of Finance, Fire Department, Police Department, Municipal Court, and Department of Utilities. Every director should be here ready available. Should you have any questions for them?
Sure, okay. Is there any questions for the directors, members of the commission? No? Let me see.
Garza, I do have one question. Regarding the store that we had talked about that wasn't in compliance with the code, how are they now? Did we send a letter to the?
Correct.
Oh.
In that one particular issue, on that one, ma'am, that I read it, it was afterwards, it was the fire lanes. There's been non-compliance, ma'am.
They're still non-compliant?
Correct, and we're waiting for a response from the corporate office.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
What's the store? Oh, yeah, okay. Any other questions for the directors? Okay, go ahead, sir.
The next item, Mayor Commissioners, we have update presentation on the City Hall Transit Terminal Building. On your packet, we have has to do with the status on our new City Hall. When you know that last week on Friday, we met with the architect and department staff, going over making any comments on the prints that they presented to us. We have already submitted that back to the architect for these that needs to be changed or fixed. However, I just want you to know that later on in this meeting, there's an approval item, and if everything goes well, there's the first advertisement going out to the newspaper will be on Sunday, and then the second advertisement will be the following Sunday, and then shortly after that, we'll have the pre-proposal conference meetings, and then on September the 10th, the RFI deadline, which is a request for information, and then we'll compile the final set. Shortly after that, we'll have the deadline to receive the proposals, the ranking and recommendations back in September 22nd. On the 28th, it will be brought before you guys, it will be bring before you guys for approval, selecting the GC, the general contractor, and then after that, we'll do the issues and notice to proceed, and hopefully, if everything goes well, with the permits, we'll be having a substantial completion by September 30th of next year. But hopefully before that, that's the goal. But if everything goes well, this is a deadline, this is the timeline, the schedule of what's going to be taking place. But if you have any questions on any of this here as far as the status on it, I know we're working with the AEP, relocating some of the lines. Also, we're working with the utilities department, relocating a sewer line that it's out of clay. We need to make it into, I don't know, what is it, PVC or PVC line? But the utility department is working on that along with the engineer that we have. And they're also here within this meeting, we're going to ask for permission to go out for bids on relocating or reinstalling that line.
For the commission, on page 25, on your packet, that's pretty much the outline that Mr. Arjona was, it's in your packet. 25, I don't know if it's there. I'd just like to make a comment, Mr. Arjona, as far as, I think this is good information, not only for us, but for the community. I think what we should do is maybe upload that on our website, because I'm pretty sure, all of us here on the commission have gotten questions as, hey, when are y'all gonna start breaking ground and stuff like that? So if we were to put this, upload that in our website, to kind of just, so the citizens can see where we're at on the new city hall, and then as progress happens, you guys go along with it. Okay? That'd be the only comment I have in reference to this. So I'm hoping, so as far as the projected time, what you say about anywhere, maybe 12 to 15 months?
Yes, give or take. Hopefully, weather permitting, we should be no more than 16 months. Yes. No longer than 16 months, so we should be there.
Good deal. Any questions for Mr. Arjona? Nope. If not, we'll move on. Thank you.
The next item on the public hearings, we have hold the public hearing on the adopting of the proposed tax rate and levy for the city of San Juan, Texas for the fiscal year beginning October 1st, 2021 and ending September 30th, 2022. Mr. Gonzalez.
Good evening, Mayor. On Tuesday, August 10th, 2021, City Commission voted and proposed tax rate of .6876 for fiscal year October 1st, 2021 through September 30th, 2022, and scheduled one public hearing on August 24th. However, in accordance with the property law, in the proposed tax rate of .6876 exceeds the new revenue for tax rate of .650911, or were not adjusted and unused increment rates of .6621. Therefore, the public hearing for the proposed rate will be required before the City Commission adopts the tax rate. And it was published on the advance for the 24th and also on our website.
So this is a public hearing. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and open this up at 6:15 p.m. Is there anyone here for or against? For or against? Any questions for Mr. Leroy, members of the commission? Great. Sure, and this is the first step, so hopefully we can continue this trend and help out our citizens and our, okay. Any comments, any questions? With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and close this at 6:15 PM. Is there a motion to approve? Is there a second? Second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. I'd just like to make a comment as well. I don't wanna go back to our, media, social media stuff, make sure we put that out.
We're working on a story already on that.
Okay. English and Spanish, okay? Thank you, Mr. Carr. Okay, go ahead, sir.
The next item on the ordinance is we have consideration and approval of an ordinance authorizing the issuance of City of San Juan, Texas combination tax and limited pledge revenue certificates of obligation, Series 2021, providing for the payment of said certificates by the levy of ad valorem, tax upon all taxable property within the city, and further securing said certificates by lien on and pledge revenues on the system, providing the terms and conditions of said certificates and resolving other matters incident and related thereto. Today we have Mr. Chris Vela with us. We had that Summit of the CEOs, Mayor Commissioners, and I think it was very successful, it was very well done. Thank you, Mr. Vela. There's a presentation that I just passed out right in front of you, so that Mr. Vela can come over and present to you all the good things that is happening in San Juan and how lucky we were and blessed we were to receive actually the interest rate on it. Very comparable, it's very competitive, so Mr. Vela, again, thank you for that.
Thank you, Mr. Juan. Mayor, members of the City Commission. Excuse me. City staff, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chris Vela with Hilltop Securities Financial Advisors to the City of San Juan. I'd like to focus on the presentation that you have before you. I'm not going to go through the whole presentation, but I'm going to focus on starting with page 3. And the City of San Juan will finance various projects and equipment with the issuance of combination tax and limited pledged revenue certificates of obligation, Series 221, the certificates. And the certificates will fund a total of $9,017,173 in projects. It's sanitation equipment, fire station, equipment for streets and alleys, parks and recreation facility, for the total of $9,017,173. Moving on to page 4, the capacity for issuance of these certificates were all achieved through the growth in the assessed valuation for tax year 21, fiscal year 22. And it assumes the certified taxable assessed valuation is provided by Hidalgo County Appraisal District. And I want to stress, no tax rate impact is required. Moving on to the second to last bullet point, the certificates were rated by Standard & Poor's. The city's general obligation debt rating was affirmed on August the 13th of 21 by Standard & Poor's of an A and a stable outlook for the city. Very positive. Moving on to page 6. We had 2 bids for, the transaction was sold competitively, and we had 2 bids. The low bid was 1.6960. But you can tell by the closeness of these 2 bids that they were very representative of a market bid, with the second bid, the cover bid, coming in at 1.7052. Both Robert Baird and Raymond James are outstanding national firms, so they took an interest in the city of San Juan and both provided very, very good bids for you. And then the last page that I want to go over is page 8, under the green banner. And the average annual debt service, what we had in the plan of finance that we presented to the commission, was $538,000 in average annual, and we wound up with $532, or the city saved $5,777 per year. Under the total debt service, you had 10 $1,774,102, you end up with $10,658,550, or a savings of $115,552. The rates that were quoted and taken are fixed for 20 years. So they're not variable rates, et cetera. We will, assuming that the council will approve these bids, we will be moving forward with the closing on September the 21st, and then the city will deliver, we will deliver the money to the city on the 21st. If there's any questions?
So closing and delivering is the same day?
Yes, sir.
Nice. 21st?
Mayor, Commissioners, I just want to add that we had a conference call rating call through S&P Rating, and we're very blessed that Mr. Vela was here with us to help us out along the way. Department of Finance, myself, and again, the city is in very good standing. The rating came in at A. We couldn't do a little bit higher than that, obviously, because of what's going on with the COVID, the unemployment. But other than that, the city is in a very stable, very good, what do you call it, situation in this sense financially, so the city is doing real good.
One last that I'd like to make, and a lot of times we don't spend enough time. There's a lot of work that goes into these documents, and a lot of the work that is done is by your city staff, you know, the city manager and finance and some of the other departments that all contribute in one way or another. So on our behalf, thank you so much for all of the help, because it's a lot of work to put these things together, and they're instrumental in helping us do that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have a bond counsel here. I don't know if there's anything that you would like to add, Mr. Cantu?
Lord, bond counsel. I think the legal requirements prior regarding notice have been complied with. I'd just like to echo Mr. Vela's sentiments. I think the city staff has something to be proud of in the tremendous efforts that they've taken to push this transaction from start to finish. So I think, the consultants are only facilitating the efforts of the city staff. And so I think Mr. Juan, Mr. Gonzalez, Ms. Cavazos should be commended. Thank you.
All right, with that being said, is there a motion to approve? Second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you.
Item, we have a discussion and possible action. We had discussion and possible action regarding Hidalgo County Elections Department request for the San Juan Memorial Library multi-purpose room for the November 2nd, 2021 constitutional amendment election for early voting and election day.
With that being said, is there a motion to approve? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Next item, discussion and possible action to authorize city manager to solicit bids for the construction of the new City Hall Transit Terminal. Mayor, Commissioners, as we discussed earlier during the presentation, we're good, ready to go. This is just allows us to go out and solicit bids. Like I said, the item, if it's approved, we're still waiting on the FTA, or did they give approval? On the response, okay, so once they give us approval that the bid package is good as it was submitted to them, then we'll go ahead and proceed with, hopefully this will be out on Sunday's newspaper.
With that being said, is there a motion to approve? All those in favor say aye. Motion carries. Thank you.
Next item, discussion and possible action to authorize city manager to solicit bids for sewer line infrastructure improvements, the new City Hall Transit Terminal building. Like I mentioned before, the sewer line that is by the alleyway where the new City Hall is going to be at is at a place, so that obviously that line needs to be replaced. So that's what we're asking for permission to go out and solicit for bids for this particular project.
And so the construction would be running, would be that we just approved.
Right.
Okay. All right. With that being said, is there a motion to approve? I'll go ahead and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, sir.
The next item is consider and approve a resolution by the City Commission of the City of San Juan to accept allocation of the American Rescue Plan Act Funds 2021. As we know, these are the monies that we're waiting on. We're getting ready to, get to allocate the monies. However, we need to have a resolution in place. This is the resolution that is before you, in front of you, so that we can actually make it through a resolution that we're bringing in the monies, that you guys are approving the monies.
Okay. With that being said, is there a motion to approve? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item consider authorizing the city manager to submit a grant application to Texas Parks and Wildlife for participating in the local parks grant program and execute all grants documented related thereto. This is as we remember, we visited Austin, the Texas Parks and Wildlife. One of the things that they're asking for is there's gotta be a resolution in place before we actually participate, you guys approving us so that, allowing us to go out and solicit for this particular grant. And this is just what it is, so that we can apply for the grant.
So just, on a note here, were we planning to go out for grants for the new facility on the north side, the youth center, or? Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the part behind it.
It'll be to the Texas Parks and Wildlife, but as far as the building itself.
No, I'm not, I meant to say the park itself, not the facility,
We're
not
trying
the
to-
building.
Right.
In the back
As
is,
much money as we can through grants.
gotcha, okay, good. Okay, with that being said, is there a motion to approve? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries, thank you.
Under consent agenda, we have item A, B, C, D. If you have any questions on any of those, you can always pull them aside to discuss them further, or you can just approve them like that.
Okay, at this time, is there anything we need to modify or amend under consent agenda? Modify or amend? All right. So with that being said, is there a motion to approve? Is there a second? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Item under executive session, we have the San Juan City Commission will convene executive session in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, various Texas statutes, imposed annotated government code, chapter 551071, 551072, which is consultation with attorney and deliberation regarding real property. We have item 1 and 2 going into the executive session.
Okay. With that being said, is there a motion for executive session? I'll second that. All those in favor say aye. We'll be in executive session at 6:27 PM. We're back from executive session at 7:43 PM. Is there a motion to reconvene? Is there a second? All those in favor say aye. Okay, under executive session A1. I'll go ahead and make the motion as discussed in executive session. That's in the motion. Is there a second? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Under A2, executive session, we're taking no action at this time. No action. Is there a motion to adjourn? Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. This meeting has been adjourned at 7:43 PM. Thank you.